Working the night shift alone at a 24-hour diner always had its quirks, but things took a turn for the eerie last week. It was around 3 a.m., the dead of night, when I noticed him again, the regular who never orders. He always sits in the same booth, staring out the window as if waiting for someone. It never bothered me much, until I found an old newspaper article tucked under his coffee mug. It was dated 5 years ago, and the headline read, "Local man found dead in car crash." I brushed it off as a prank, but curiosity got the better of me. Later, during my break, I asked the older cook about the man. His face went pale, and he hesitated before speaking. "That man, John, he used to come here every night. He died in that crash 5 years ago. No one ever sits in his booth anymore." I laughed it off, but my hands trembled as I wiped down the counter. The thought of the ghostly regular sent shivers down my spine, but I convinced myself it was just a coincidence. The next night, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. As the hours dragged on, I noticed little things, the jukebox playing his favorite song without anyone touching it, the flickering lights in his booth, and the chill in the air whenever I walked past. I decided to confront the apparition. "John," I whispered, "if you're here, give me a sign." The lights went out, plunging the diner into darkness. My heart pounded as I fumbled for my phone, its dim light revealing John sitting there, his eyes locked onto mine. I stumbled back, knocking over chairs as I scrambled to the door. But before I could reach it, his voice echoed in the empty diner. "I never meant to stay," he said, "I just can't leave." The lights flickered back on, and he was gone. I quit the next day, unable to handle the night shift alone anymore. But every time I pass that diner, I see his reflection in the window, still waiting, still watching. And I can't help but wonder, will he ever find peace, or is he doomed to haunt that booth forever?